Hello dear student, now let us see the next chapter in the algebra, that is vectors. The application of mathematics are concerned with the physical quantities that possesses both magnitude and direction. Direction means the particle or any object moving in which direction the moving path is called as direction. Magnitude means either length, volume, density. It is a one value that is called as a magnitude. Already we know about magnitude, scalar quantity and vector quantity we studied in the physics. Now let us recall the definitions of a scalar quantity and a vector quantity. Scalar quantity, a physical quantity which has only magnitude, there is no direction, is called as a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude. A physical quantity which has only magnitude is called as a scalar quantity. For example, length, volume. Here we are taking a length. If you draw one line, there is no direction in this line. It has only length. Therefore, it has only magnitude. There is no direction. Therefore, length, volume, density, area, these all are only having a particular value is called as a scalar quantity. Scalars are real numbers. Next is the vector quantity. A physical quantity which has both magnitude and directions are called as a vector quantity. For example, force. Force is F is equal to m into A. M means mass, A is acceleration. Acceleration is velocity by time. Velocity means again distance by time. So acceleration is equal to d square by t square. D means distance. This denote the direction. Therefore, force is a vector quantity. Also, acceleration, also already I told, distance, velocity by time. Velocity shows both direction and magnitude. Similarly, velocity and momentum all are example for vector quantity. Next is representation of a vector. So usually we are representing a vector by a line segment. Here one is a starting point and arrow indicates the direction of this vector, and it is denoted by AB whole ray. We are showing a ray in the upper of AB. This is a vector AB. Vector AB. Also we can denote it by a vector A. This line segment is a vector A. In a vector A, here A is the initial point and B is called as a terminal point. Initial means a starting point, terminal means a ending point. A is the initial point and B is the terminal point. Next is C. This is the direction. This arrow mark shows the direction of the vector, and A to B, this is the started from initial point to terminal point. The distance between initial point and terminal point is the magnitude. Magnitude means here in this line segment, this is the length. Length is a magnitude. Magnitude of the vector AB. The distance between the initial point and the terminal point. Initial point and terminal point distance is called as length. Also it is called as magnitude, or it is called as a modulus of vector AB. It is denoted by modulus of AB. Next is about the types of vectors. There are many types of vectors. Let us discuss. First one is a unit vector. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is 1. Magnitude means a modulus of that vector. Consider a vector A. The modulus of A is equal to 1. That is called as a unit vector. For unit vector of any directed vector A. If A is any vector, then a unit vector A is denoted by A cap. How to find A cap? A cap is equal to A unit vector A divided by modulus of that vector A. That is A cap is equal to vector A. Here A is any vector. After we are finding a modulus of A, then A cap is a unit vector. By using the formula A cap is equal to A vector A divided by modulus of vector A, we can find a unit vector. Unit vector means its magnitude is 1. Next is a zero vector. Vector whose magnitude is 0 is called as a zero vector. If magnitude is 0 means there is no length in that line. Magnitude is 0 means there is no length. That means initial point and a terminal point both are same. For any zero vector, the initial point and terminal point is same. There is initial point and terminal point is same means this is one point. There is no direction. Therefore, if any zero vector, the direction is a 0 and also magnitude is 0, is called as a zero vector. Next is a like vector. Two or more vectors having the same direction is called as a like vector. Here they are given that two or more vector having the same direction. They are not talking about a magnitude. Same direction means if you consider any two vector, here A is one vector, B is one vector. They both are in the same direction, but they are not talking about magnitude. Their length may be same or may not be same. Okay, if two vectors are said to be like vectors, their direction must be same, their magnitude may or may not be same. Next is unlike vector. Two or more vector having a different direction. One is moving in this side and another is moving in this side. These two vectors are unlike vector. That is their direction is different. Their magnitude may be same or may not be same. Next is a negative vector. The vectors are said to be a negative vector. Their magnitude is same. See here difference between unlike vector and like vector. In an unlike vector, they are not talking about a magnitude. Their magnitude may be same or may not be same. But in a negative vector, their magnitude must and should be same, but their direction is opposite. If you consider two vectors, their magnitude means the length of these two line segment is same, and but their direction is completely opposite. In an unlike vector, their direction is opposite, but it is not given that their magnitude is same. Next is a co-initial vector. Co-initial vector. Two or more vectors are said to be a co-initial. Co-initials. Co means same initial point. Two or more vectors are said to be a co-initial, then their initial point is the same. Here A, B, C, these three are the vector, their initial point is O, therefore these three are called as a co-initial vectors. It is a equal vectors. Vectors having the same direction and same magnitude. Both are having the same magnitude and same direction, that is called as a equal vector. Here like vector means they are having the same direction, but the magnitude we don't know, may be same or different. But in a equal vector we see here their direction also same and their magnitude also same, therefore they are called as a equal vector. This is the difference between like vector and a equal vector. Next is a coplanar vector. Co-initial vector means they have a same initial point. Coplanar means they are lying in the same plane. Two or more vectors are said to be a coplanar. They are lying on a same plane. Next is a collinear vector. Two or more vectors are said to be collinear if they are parallel to the same line irrespective of their magnitude and direction. This means if you consider any two or three vectors, they are in parallel, but it is not given that their magnitude is same, may be same or may not be same, and also they are in the same direction or in a different direction. These are called as a linear vector. Collinear vector means they are in a parallel to each other. These vectors are parallel to each other. Now let us see some problem. First one, represent geometrically a displacement of 40 km 30 degree west of the south. Consider the diagram east, west, north, south. This is given that a displacement. Displacement means this is the shortest path of the initial point to ending point. This is a 40 km of a 30 degree to west. To west to south, this is 30 degree. This is the shortest distance is 40 kilometers. So west to south, this is 30. Towards south, this is 30 degree. Next is represent graphically a displacement of 40 km 30 degree east of north. East to north, that is 30 degree. Towards north, it is the 30 degree and 40 km. Next one, classify the following measure as a scalar and vector quantity. First one, 5 seconds. Here only time is given. Only time is given. There is no direction. Therefore, it is a scalar quantity. 1000 centimeter cube, this is a volume. We know that volume is always an example for a scalar quantity. Next is a 10 Newton. 10 Newton is a force. This is a vector quantity. Newton is a force. F is equal to ma. Therefore, this is a vector quantity. Next is a 3 kilometer per hour. This is a speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Next is a 10 gram per centimeter. This is density. Density also scalar quantity. So this is a vector quantity because this is a speed. Speed means a velocity. This is a vector quantity. Next is 20 meter per second. This is a vector quantity because this is also again a velocity. Next is which vectors are collinear, equal and co-initial. Co-initial means started with the same point. Collinear means they are parallel to each other, and equal means their magnitude and direction must be same. Here consider A and C. A, C and D are collinear because they are parallel to each other. These three are parallel to each other. Maybe the direction is different. Therefore, these three are collinear, and here this is the initial point. Here C, B and D are co-initial vector. B, C, D are co-initial vector. Next is equal. Here A and C. See here A and C, they both are moving in the same direction and their length is also same. Therefore, these two are equal vectors. Next is answer the following as a true or false. A and minus A are collinear. This is true because minus A and A are lie on the same plane. Sorry, same line. Here A is moving in this side means minus A is moving in this side. Collinear means they are parallel. Parallel or lying, parallel means lying on the same line. Next is a collinear vectors are always equal in a magnitude. This is not necessary in a collinear vector. They are having a same length. This is a false. Two vectors have a same magnitude are collinear. This is also false. Because consider a two vector. Here A is one vector, here B is a one vector. These two having a same length. That means magnitude is same, but they are not parallel to each other. Therefore, this is not a collinear vector. Next is algebra of a vector. A scalar multiple k times of vector A of a vector A. Then is scalar multiplication of a scalar A to the vector A is a vector whose magnitude is a mod k. Understood? If k is any scalar is multiplied to the vector A, then its magnitude is a mod k times of that vector. If k is multiplied to any vector, then its magnitude, that means k times of A, its magnitude is equal to modulus of k times of vector A. The direction is that A, if k is a positive, if k is negative, then the direction is opposite to A. If A is moving in this direction A, k is a positive only when it is moving to this direction only. K is negative means it is moving in the opposite direction, that is a minus A. If k is equal to 0, then the k times of vector A is equal to 0, that is a k times of 0 vector is equal to 0. Next is the triangle law of a vector addition. Here AB is a one vector that is represented by A, and BC is another vector moving in the path of AB, BC. Then the triangle law says that AB, vector AB plus BC is equal to AC. That is vector A plus vector B is equal to vector C. Here note that AB, the direction is A to B and B to C. Direction AB plus BC is equal to AC. This is displacement, this is the distance. So AB plus BC is equal to minus of CA. This is ulta. A to C is C, vector C, and C to A is minus C dash. So AB plus BC plus CA is equal to always 0 vector. So this is called triangular law of a vector addition. Next is a law of a parallelogram. That is if we have a two vector A, B represented by two adjacent sides. Here A, B A and B are the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram in a magnitude and direction. Their sum is A plus B. This is A to C is A plus B. That is, the sum is represented by the magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through their common point A to C. This is known as a parallelogram law of addition. Using the triangle law of vector addition, we know that AB plus BC is equal to AC. So, if in the parallelogram AB is parallel to DC, that implies DC is equal to vector A. So, BC is parallel to AD, so AD is equal to vector B. So, AC is equal to DC plus AD, that is equal to A plus B. So, AC is equal to A plus B. Next is the properties of vector addition. There is a commutative property. We know that commutative property means in a parallelogram law vector addition is a commutative. That means A plus B is equal to B vector B plus vector A. Next is associative property. Here also we can take A plus B plus C. Here vector A to B, so P to Q is equals to A plus B. This is vector C. This is a vector A plus B. This is vector C, that is equal to A plus B plus C. Therefore, this is also true for associative property. Next is the additive identity of vector. We know that null vector or a zero vector is a additive element, that is a zero vector. Next is additive inverse. So for any A, minus A is the additive inverse. A is moving in this direction and minus A is moving in the opposite to this direction. Therefore these two are the inverse vectors.